Hi guys, it's Rach. Tomorrow is Halloween and I'm feeling very Halloween and festive. I have like a little, what is this, a witch's hat headband on, and I have some pumpkins and decorations, and my pumpkin pie glass house candle is burning, which smells amazing. And it is time for my October favorites. The month of October is coming to an end and it's going to be November, which for me is officially the start of Christmas in a couple of days. So I'm very excited about that. But before we get into the festive holiday cheer, I'm going to share with you my October favorites. I don't have a ton of new stuff to show you guys, but I do have a mixture of skincare and beauty stuff, and then as well as my lifestyle favorites as well. I hope you guys enjoy that. Let me know, do you like hearing about my other sort of favorites, my fashion and tech and book and music favorites as well as beauty? I hope you do. Anyway, let's get started with skincare. I have a couple of skincare products. My nighttime skincare routine is fairly extensive. I have a ton of different products that I change up and use, but my daytime skincare is pretty poor to say the least, but I'm trying to amp it up a little bit, and I've been using a couple of products from Ole Henriksen, which I hauled a little while back. I start by applying the Truth Serum Collagen Booster. This is kind of like a daytime serum. It says to apply on a clean face in the morning, as well as down your neck, and I believe it's supposed to help like plump your skin. Well, that's generally what collagen does, so I use that, and then I follow it with a moisturizer, and I have been using the Ole Henriksen moisturizer. This is the Sheer Transformation Oil-Free Perfecting Cream. It's a really nice kind of gel light kind of cream that sinks into the skin really well. It seems to make a really nice base for my makeup. Not too heavy, particularly because we are going into the warmer months here in Australia, and I tend to want hydration but not want it to feel really thick, and this does a really good job of that. So I've been enjoying those two. And then because I just can't help myself when it comes to nighttime skincare, I recently picked up a new one from Ren. I think it's new. This is the Wake Up Wonderful Nighttime Facial. So this is something that you apply a few times a week at night to your face and décolletage. It does say that there'll be a slight tingling, which I don't experience. It seems to just sink into my skin, but I believe it has a whole heap of ingredients that are supposed to both exfoliate the skin and hydrate the skin, so you wake up in the morning with glowy, beautiful skin. I said skin a lot in that sentence. It does leave my skin looking quite radiant. I haven't had it for a very long time, so I can't talk to the long-term benefits, but I do notice that my skin looks really lovely in the morning after using this one, and I'm enjoying sort of putting that into my skincare regime. For my more makeup favorites, I have a concealer, and I feel like I had talked about this recently in favorites, but I went back and looked at my last few and it didn't seem to get a mention, so I obviously just did that in my head and never actually did it in the video. This is the IT Cosmetics Bye Bye Under Eye Concealer. I have this shade Neutral Medium, and I picked this up a couple of years ago at IMATS, and it's still oh, was it America? Or was it IMATS? No, it was definitely IMATS. So it's still going strong. I still have a lot of product in there. This is a really great kind of thick hydrating concealer that I feel like it does work well under the eyes. A little bit does go a really long way, and it's really, really high coverage. So I use a little bit, warm it up in between my fingers and just pat it right under here where there's a lot of darkness. It's not something that you'd use in large areas. It's very concentrated, and it's something that you just want to use in small areas. I also will use it on blemishes. This is like a really good shade for my skin tone, and I find that it's thick enough and sort of sticky enough that it stays on my blemishes and keeps them well covered. I really, really like this concealer, and if you can get your hands on it, I think it's worth trying out. On my lips, I'm wearing a new favorite. I'm sure it looks like a ton of my other lipsticks, and you're probably thinking, Rachel, how do you know it's even new? I know it's new because it has a slight variance to a lot of my other lipsticks. Probably doesn't, but I really, really like it. It's another one from Charlotte Tilbury. Last month I mentioned a couple of the Matte Revolution lipsticks that I picked up, Very Victoria and Love Liberty. I've since gone back and picked up Walk of Shame, which is a reddened brown shade. It's what I'm wearing on my lips today, and I love it. It's just really wearable, and the tone really works because it's kind of got that brown in it as opposed to being more plummy or more pinkened. It's definitely got those brown undertones to it. really wearable, really comfortable. I do think these lipsticks are probably a touch overpriced, and they're not the most long wearing matte formula, but they are really comfortable, and that's part of the reason probably why they're not so long wearing, because they have a little bit of like a silicone slip to them. Really easy to apply. I like the square bullet as well. I find that even with the darker shades I can get quite a crisp line on my lips, and if you've got the money to splurge, I definitely think you should check out Walk of Shame. It's a really lovely colour from Charlotte Tilbury. A new one from MAC that I hauled recently, this is the Prep and Prime Fix Plus spray with coconut. These infused ones did really well. I feel like they sold out really quickly. I don't know if they're still available anywhere, but the coconut one smells amazing. And we've had some quite hot weather here in Sydney. We've had some cold rainy days as well, but on those really warm days I just find this to be so hydrating and refreshing, and the smell, it makes for a really lovely makeup and beauty experience, I guess you could say. It's a little bit of a gimmick, but it's a gimmick that I fell for, and I really am liking that one. The last makeup favorite I have is a repeat, but I was looking through my collection and trying to look at what I had used this month, and this product has to be one that I used over and over again, because I tend to go for really simple eye looks day to day. I don't wear a lot of eyeshadow, if any, but I wear liquid liner, and this is the Physicans formula Eye Booster 2-in-1 Lash Boosting Eyeliner Plus Serum in Ultra Black. Talked about it before, used it in videos before, but it's my favorite eyeliner pen. I actually have 5 backups. I just did an order on iHerb and picked up 5 of them because I just go through them so quickly because I use them every day. Has a really nice brush tip there, really fine, really easy to use, and I find the more that I do liquid liner with a pen like this, the easier it is. It's something that takes practice, but once you've got it, you've got it, and I really like this one. I did want to mention some eyelashes that I've been loving. These are the Eyelure Texture eyelashes. The Texture eyelashes in number 117. This is a new little set that I've seen in Priceline. You get the lashes unglued or not pre-glued, which is good because the ones that I've had in the past are pre-glued and I didn't like those. And then you also get 2 little sort of demi lashes. I'm wearing one set right now that you can actually use to sandwich with the full set if you want to make them sort of extra fluttery on the corners, or you can use them on their own, which is how I've used them today. I like these lashes. They look really natural, they're easy to apply, and they wing out at the edges, which is kind of the lashes that I tend to prefer. They're lightweight, they are reusable if you look after them. Keeping on moving, I have a brush that I want to talk about as a favorite. This is the Sigma Tapered Highlighter F35 brush. It's a very tapered brush. I use this a lot for contouring, for highlight, and for powder under the eyes and around the nose. It's very versatile. I will say that they seem to have changed it. Now this is my older tapered F35 brush, the exact same name. Obviously this is the copper version, but I feel like they've definitely changed the style of this brush. It used to be a lot less tapered and a lot more full. Now obviously this is older, it's probably sprayed out a little bit, but I think they've changed. Let me know if you've purchased or sort of had the old and the new version, if you think there's anything different, but I'm really liking the new version. I just think that it's a great shape. You can use the tip, you can use the sides. Well done, Sigma. Really liking that one. And of course I like the copper version because I'm attracted to the rose gold and the copper. My last beauty favourites come from Nails Inc. There are a couple of nail polishes from the new white collection. I have White Horse Street, which is a really pale, almost white shade, but it has a touch of purpley grey to it. And then I also have Swan Street, which again, as you can see, is really pale, but this one has a touch of aqua or teal to it. So pretty. I love these for spring. They're like a really pale pastel, and they look really nice on the nails. I tend to wear my nails quite short, and I just feel like these, I don't know, they just look really pretty, and they look sophisticated, and they're still got that sort of fun springtime element to it. Okay, moving on to my more lifestyle favorites of the month. The first one is this ring, and I'll include a close-up because you probably can't see it. This is from Monica Vinader, and it is a gorgeous rose gold, kind of almost teardrop shape or raindrop shape with some little diamonds in there. They're actually diamonds. I think it's only like 0.44 of a carat, so they're teeny tiny, but they're in there, and I just think it looks so beautiful and so delicate. I got mine off Net-a-Porter. It wasn't overly expensive for jewellery. I think it was about 211 Australian dollars, which I mean is pricey, but it's not too bad, and it would make a great gift, or something that you might put on your Christmas wish list or a birthday wish list, or something that you might give to a friend if you get together and pool your money. I love it, and I love the fact that it's got the rose gold, but the diamonds also give it a silver hue. So I mean, I'm wearing it with silver today, and I wear it with rose gold, and I can mix and match and pair things, and I really like it. And I've basically been wearing it non-stop since I got it. It's made its way into my everyday jewelry. My other favorite of mine is actually it's like a white capelet kind of blazer. This one's from Zara, and again I'll include a shot of me wearing it so you can see it on, because it's kind of hard for me to show just here. This was me stepping out of my comfort zone a little bit. I was in Zara and I saw it on the mannequin, and I thought that would be really cool. But it wasn't super cheap. It was an investment, and I needed to make sure that I could wear it, and I kind of thought about it, and since I've got it, I've worn it so much. I wear it to work sometimes. I've kind of worn it at least once a week since I purchased it. I can wear it to work kind of as a blazer. I can wear it to dress up sort of jeans with just a top and some heels. It's great because it's not overly warm. It's like the perfect sort of spring accessory, because it can give you a little bit of coverage if it's a little bit cooler, but then if it gets hot, you don't get hot in it because it's very breezy, because it isn't a full-on jacket. It's actually like a cape, so your arms come through there. And the white is just perfect for this time of year where black might be a bit too stark, but white is very fresh and vibrant, and I'm really happy with this purchase. And like I said, I've been wearing it so much. So if you're looking for something like that, I have seen quite a few similar versions around. The cape style is very in, and it has been in since sort of the autumn winter, but I found mine at Zara, and it's definitely worth checking out. I only got it a couple of weeks ago, so it's probably still in store. My tech sort of gadget favorite of the month has to go to my new phone. I upgraded when the new iPhone came out. I actually got it on the day. I ended up getting the 6S Plus 128GB in the rose shade. I'm not going to call it rose gold because it's really not rose gold. I call it more of a rose pink shade, but I was ready to upgrade, and I was really excited, and I decided to go the 6S Plus, which I'd asked on Facebook. I did a bit of a poll, and a lot of you who had gone the bigger phone said that you loved it, and I was a little bit apprehensive, and it was a little bit hard to get used to at first, but now that I have it, I really like it. Like, everything is massive. Instagram, if I show you, it just, like, the photos are so big. Everything is really large. Snapchat, oh my goodness, Snapchat is so good and yet so scary at the same time because of how big the screen is. But I've been loving it. You guys know me, and I love my tech gadgets and cameras and phones and computers and anything like that. So I was really excited, and this is definitely a favorite of the month. I don't have one particular standout book favorite of the month. I have been reading some books by Tara Civic. I mentioned her before. I really liked her I think it's a Chocoholic series, or it's Chocolate Lovers series, and then the series that I've read recently is the Chocoholic series, which is kind of a spin-off. It's actually the children from the characters in the original series that I read. They're a little bit over the top. The first one is Love and Lists. I've also read Passion and Ponies and Tattoos and Tartars, and there's another one coming up. They are a little bit over the top, and there are some things about the writing that may annoy some people, but they also have some laugh out loud moments. And if you can sort of get on board with the type of humor that's in these books, then I think you'll find them really funny. I was kind of giggling on the train and like trying not to look like a crazy person. If you do want to hear more about my book favorites, I've started book chats again, so definitely look out for those for my reading lovers. And then my song favorite of the month goes to On My Mind by Ellie Goulding. She was recently out here in Australia, and she performed it on X Factor, I think. I don't know, I've been really liking this song. I don't know, definitely check it out. I've also been enjoying The Fix by Nelly, Whip It by Lunch Money Lewis, Hula Hoop by OMI. It's kind of cheesy, but his songs are just so catchy. It's like Cheerleader, like it just makes you happy when you hear it. A lot of Macklemore and Ryan Lewis as well. I like Downtown and Growing Up. And I just think their songs are really like clever, like they're completely random, but their lyrics and the way they put it together, they're one of those really, really talented musicians and writers and producers. They're awesome. But I'll have any of the songs that I've been enjoying linked in the description box below so you can check it out, as well as a list of all the other things that I've mentioned and links where I can, so you guys can find them if you would like to. So that brings us to the end of my October favorites. I hope you guys have enjoyed. Share with me your favorites in the comments below, and if you do celebrate, I hope you have an amazing Halloween. If you go trick-or-treating or if you dress up and have a party or whatever, definitely let me know what costume that you are dressing up as or what you're wearing and what you are doing to celebrate Halloween. I have bought a whole heap of chocolates because we do get quite a few trick-or-treaters here, so I tend to sort of hand out candy, and that's kind of my way to celebrate. I might put on a witch's hat or do something, but I'm not having a party. I should have had a party. This year would be the perfect year to have a party because it's Saturday. Anyway, I hope you guys are all doing really, really well, and I'll talk to you all in my next video. Bye! But my heart don't understand why I got you on my mind.